training is essential for safety, and police officers have specialized instruction for canine officers and their handlers. In Gloucester, Virginia, that training is led by Sergeant Brad Simmons.
I'm Brad Simmons. I'm with the Gloucester County Sheriff's Office, and I'm a sergeant. I'm responsible for all the training of our law enforcement officers and our corrections officers to maintain their required training to maintain their certifications. I'm also in charge of our tactical team we call the Special Operations Unit. I'm in charge of our canine unit. I'm in charge of our bike team, and I'm one of the leadership of our traffic control unit.
He's probably the most important person in this office, and that's including me. I think he's more important than I am here. The reason I say that is because he saves us so much money in training, because without him, we're having to try to get someone to have the level of expertise that he has, which would take years to do. When I took office in 2012, I saw that we had a need.
The whole idea of a patrol dog is it's a force multiplier. So it can find someone in the woods a lot faster than 10 people wandering around in the woods. It can find drugs where we may not find them because we can't detect it with our noses.
Frequently, we were having to rely on outside agencies for a canine response, whether it be to search for drugs, to run a track, to search a building, etc.
So we applied to a grant corporation called Canine for Cops. They're headquartered out of Texas, and they donate dogs to law enforcement agencies that don't have dogs. Today we have our bloodhound, and our bloodhound is scent specific. He can track one individual person, so we'll have that person go what we call lay a track, or go wander through the woods and end up somewhere, and then we'll have the bloodhound track him. And if the bloodhound does what he's supposed to do, he should track him right to where he ends up and find him. I have his handler, Master Deputy Lutz, and I'll let Master Deputy Lutz introduce our person who's being tracked.
This is our intern, affectionately known as the intern.
We're going to simulate that we have a lost person that maybe has some type of disability, that it's time critical that we find them. And when we do tracking exercises, we try to have the dog track against a multitude of surfaces. So we'll start in the woods, go across the pavement or concrete, go into grass, and we'll finish it up where they're on concrete, sitting on the steps and waiting to be found. So he has that gauze pad, which is basically the scent of saying, okay, I got a lost person, smell this piece of clothing. So he lets the dog go and says, okay, let's go find it. Yep, that's her, and then he gets all loved up. I enjoy working with the public. It is a matter of service, but I enjoy the protection aspect. And the bottom line is the more knowledge we give our officers, the safer we make everybody.